What's up, my friends? So the last quarter of 2018 is fast approaching and there are so many more exciting films to watch. Lots of news coming out from the Toronto International Film Festival with regards to possible Oscar contenders for 2019. So I'm really itching to see some of those if they do come out in cinemas here. Today we are going to do a friend request review. So if you want your favorite movie to be reviewed on this channel, then visit my Facebook page. The link is in the description below. Comment on the pinned post and I will get to your review, your requested review, in due course. Today we are going to take the request of my former college senior, Wiki. Thank you so much for giving me the excuse to revisit my childhood and feel lots of nostalgia. This one's for you. Today we are going to review The Parent Trap. So I've seen this movie 3 times in my life, twice when I was really young, so I don't remember too much other than rough plot details. So it was a very nostalgic, very comforting experience for me to be reminded of certain scenes that had honestly been buried pretty deep in my memory, and like rewatching this movie had those memories resurfacing, and it was a pretty amazing feeling, to be honest. The 1998 remake of The Parent Trap is a family film directed and co-written by Nancy Meyers. It is famous for being the feature film debut of Lindsay Lohan, who plays a pair of twins, Annie and Hallie, who were separated at birth but coincidentally discover one another at a summer camp, and upon learning that your parents separated a long time ago, they hatch a cunning plan to bring your parents back together in the hopes that they would once again find love. If you grew up in the 90s and watched a lot of Disney Channel, then this film might just be ingrained into your memory. This is a very sweet movie, perfect for families to enjoy, I would think. I mean, the concept of reuniting long lost family members is one that will definitely pull on a lot of heartstrings, and as a director, Nancy Meyers did her best to make sure that you felt what these characters were feeling as they meet each other for the first time in many years, possibly the first time in forever, really. Looking back, Lindsay Lohan was a very inspired choice to play the protagonist, the 2 protagonists in fact. Her charm just flies off the screen, and I mean, how could you not root for this precocious, witty child with the big heart? And I think it's also pretty ballsy of her to attempt a foreign accent at such a young age. I mean, I can't say I'm completely sold on Lindsay Lohan's British accent, but solid effort nevertheless. The parents in the film, played by Natasha Richardson and Dennis Quaid, were both very likable characters. They were very rich and successful, but despite that, they were very down to earth and caring towards their daughters, which is what I loved. However, my favorite characters in the film were the nanny and the butler. These guys were given so many over the top but emotional scenes where they were funny but also heartwarming at the same time. Every scene they were in had this injection of personality, and it really melted my heart to see how well they developed the relationship between these characters and the twins. So the acting in general is pretty solid and the film is well directed as well. But one aspect of The Parent Trap that I didn't remember was so good was the music. After watching it a 3rd time, I was quite taken by Alan Silvestri's score. Very uplifting when it had to be, but also quirky during certain times when the twins are up to their usual antics. So I was pleasantly surprised with my listening experience. The Parent Trap is a very entertaining film. It is not a perfect movie. I think in today's day and age, parts of the plot would be considered slightly formulaic, particularly the ending. Having said that, I don't think it's fair to expect family films to be too subversive or unique, so we can give that a pass for sure. The villain in this film is this gold-digging evil stepmother-like character who's engaged to the twins' father. She's supposed to be like a spanner in the works to their plans. This character had zero depth. She was very annoying, very shallow, very spoilt, and obviously everybody's going to hate this character, which, to be fair, is by design as well. The only thing in this film that really leaves me scratching my head a little bit is the fact that even from a young age, I could never really recall why the twins' parents split up. I mean, in the film they allude to reasons like, oh, they were going too fast, they were young and stupid, but when they actually reunite, it doesn't seem as though the 2 of these characters had a problem with one another. I mean, their chemistry is very strong. So because we didn't dive too deep into why the divorce actually happened, it leaves me a bit perplexed when they don't seem more uncomfortable with one another. But if you can look past all these little details, I think what you're left with is still a very entertaining, well-directed, well-written family film. Considering it came out 20 years ago, I'd say the film has aged pretty well. It's got good performances, it still has the entertainment value, it doesn't feel that dated other than the effects. I know it's part of a lot of childhoods of millennials today, so I definitely recommend you catch it on Netflix before it leaves. I will give The Parent Trap a 7.5 out of 10. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Comment below and tell us what you thought of the film. Is it an integral part of your childhood? Do you think it has aged particularly well? I would love to know. But if you liked the video, then drop a like and share it on all your social media platforms. I would really appreciate it. If you love it and you want to see more, then click that subscribe button below. I would really appreciate that. And I will be back next time with another movie review for you guys. So until next time, take care, have a great week ahead, maximum hype, and peace out.